him. Amen. They mocked him. And many of us have been in places where people have tried to mock us. They tried to make us feel bad. They tried to strip us of our dignity. And then you have those with manipulation, and this could go either way, where there is sexual seduction. And that's seductive talk. It's suggestive clothing. It's sexual body movements and body language. And so you have some, amen. That's why, we read and we hear about a lot of pastors. And we know, and we say, well, how did they fall? Because guess what? There was a manipulator in the camp. There was one that came, amen, and they were seductive. They used the spirit of witchcraft to seduce. And beloveds, you have to be very careful, amen, especially single women, that you don't leave yourself open to begin to play the role of a manipulator. You understand? Because so many women that are single, and it could be men as well, but the bottom line is that so many that are single, amen, they look for that person to complete them, to make them whole. And what happens is many will use the spirit of seduction, which is another form of manipulation, to get what they want.
Good teacher.
So it says here, the manipulator, when they try to play the seductive role, which is aggressive manipulation, if you don't buy what I'm selling, then guess what? You're not down like that. You're not, you understand? You're not macho. You're not hip. You're not with it, because that's the manipulator. Because the manipulator is really out to get what they want for themselves. The book of Proverbs talks about, and it warns about the manipulative, seductive woman, but we could use it woman or man. It says here, she seduced him with smooth talk. With smooth talk. And so many of us are manipulated with smooth talk. And then many of us have manipulated others with smooth talk. I mean, if you're going to be, you wasn't always saved, amen. I know some folks try to act like, you ain't manipulate nobody with some smooth talk. I'll just talk about myself. I remember a time that there was this brother that I had my eye on. And we're talking about, I was young. This was before, I think I might have been about 18 or 19. He liked me, but he didn't like me like that. Like I wanted him to like me. But see, I was like, no. No. See, the manipulator, they out to get what they want. They're out for themselves. And so, in that state and where I was, because I didn't know Christ and I wasn't saved, guess what? I manipulated my way in. It's like, rubbing a weave and pulling somebody in. You understand? But the thing about manipulators, when they do that, once they get in and get you, then they drop you. Because the bottom line was that it was a game. You said you didn't want me, but guess what? I'm going to make you want me and want me a lot, and then I'm going to walk away. And so manipulators, they play these little mind games. So with the smooth talk, the sexy walk, and all that kind of stuff, Oh, come on, man. I just like to keep it real.
All right, mother.
And then it happens vice versa.
That's right. Amen.
But another one, and this is really interesting, is the showering of sediments. It's all of those excessive praise, and that's to flatter for control. Then there are excessive gifts to create a sense of obligation. People showering you with stuff, now I feel obligated because it's a form of manipulation. If I constantly tell you, by flattering you over and over and praising, it's like, wait a minute, And then there's excessive affection to gain a sexual or emotional advantage. Then there is excessive money, which is to buy power. And basically, when the manipulator operates and uses these tactics, he's basically, or she's basically saying, the manipulator is saying, if you don't respond to my generosity by doing what I want you to do, you are ungrateful. Have you ever had folks, force stuff on you and then come and say that you're being ungrateful? That's because they're trying to manipulate you. They want control and power over who you are. But beloved, when you understand and recognize that the Lord is your Jehovah Jireh, He's the one that supplies all your needs. He's the one, amen, that continually tells you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, a marvelous thing in His sight. And so because God can give you these awesome praises that are true, amen, when you don't even feel good sometimes about yourself, the Lord will still say, you're beautiful, I adore you, you're excellent, get up and pick yourself. He doesn't come to condemn, but He comes, amen, to bring about relationship and hope. so here the manipulator is trying to play the game. And then you have, if you really want to, some of us try to manipulate God. Some folks say, well, God, I pay my tithes. Well, God, I do this. Well, God, I do that. You understand? So why isn't this happening? Why hasn't this changed? That's a form of manipulation, but we can't manipulate God. And as his children, when we're really hidden and sync with him, amen, then the enemy cannot manipulate us. Our children will manipulate us. I mean, they will play you like a fiddle.
Yes, say that. Say that.
And we're going to get there too.
All right. Amen. Amen. Amen.
And so here, the book of Proverbs says, in Proverbs 26:8, it says that a flattering mouth works ruin.
Wow. Wow.
A flattering mouth. You got some folk, they just tell you, and you know, and you just folks just be, you know, falling for it because guess what? I want to please people. I want to be accepted. And because of that, I fall for the okie doke over and over and over again. Then there's also another aggressive. We're talking about